big Perk here to get his thoughts on all
Nice
this.
suit, Perk.
Perk, what's your level of concern here?
I have a high level of concern, and Richard, if you talk about uncertainty, then it's concern there. And when you think about the Warriors, right? You think about the continuity of Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Steph Kerr. Those guys been playing together their entire career, so they'll figure things out. It's about rotations. It's about guys knowing their roles. It's about Steve Kerr finding his rotations. Because remember, you got to see how Kuminga is going to play alongside Draymond Green. You got to find what Looney is going to play minutes. You got to see how Andrew Wiggins is going to play, what Jordan Poole. They have so many guys that have been balling. Steve Kerr need this time to figure out his rotation. So when I'm looking at the Warriors right now, I mean, they may drop in the standings, but do they really want that, to be honest? I mean, the Mavericks are playing well right now. Utah is playing extremely well. Donovan Mitchell is playing outside his body. But here's the one thing that concerned me about Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr has really been out of line lately. Even from the time he called out Marcus Smart to the time he addressed the officiating last night, right? Like, in my opinion, if you're going to come to the podium, hold yourself accountable and hold your players accountable. Draymond Green.
Well, Perk, is that a sign of desperation?
No, but listen.
Because that's out of character for him. That to me is a sign of desperation.
He usually is the guy who comes to the podium and takes accountability.
Yeah, but I mean, he needs to right now. And what I'm saying is that Draymond Green cannot get ejected in this game. Yeah. You're the leader of this team. You're missing Steph Curry. Klay Thompson is still trying to find his way. Although he had a 38-night performance about 3 or 4 games ago, these young guys look up to Draymond. And so, like, if Draymond is in the game, I don't know if this game go down to the wire where you have to put the game in the hands of the officials. So I'm just a little disappointed. Well, a lot disappointed in Steve Kerr in the way that he's been handling situations over the last week or so.
Well, look, in quick defense of Steve Kerr, I did not hear the entire press conference. So maybe I have a feeling he addressed Draymond. I didn't hear that. And so that was the thing that he wanted to talk about, was the calls at the end. You know, each press conference lasts 10, 15 minutes. But to your point, I understand. When I say uncertainty, one person can say concern. I'm not concerned about the Warriors because of the level of talent, how well coached they are, how deep they are. The uncertainty is, can all of that come together in a space where they can now put it together? Some might call it concern, some might call it uncertainty. I know that's what you said. I'm agreeing with you.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Okay, then. So what you talking about? My lighting is fine.
Well, and your suit looks great.
Outstanding.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.